You booked
Timberland.
in Capricorn.
That's right, bucko. He and his band are going to be performing right here in this club, which means, A, I won our bet and you have to promote me, and B, you owe me a huge apology for not having any faith in me. I'm waiting.
So you weren't completely honest about George?
Right. The thing is, George is... I mean that George isn't...
Isn't what?
Hey! Oh, here he is. Oh? How you doing? George?
I have a delicious zucchini bread and then these wonderful mini tarts. Don't worry, I didn't bake them myself. I just got carried away at the bakery.
Look, if this is about...
It isn't.
Oh. Well, I thought maybe you having...
I am perfectly all right with Adriana moving in with you. Didn't I toast the two of you at Brody's with beer? Don't you remember?
Yeah, but that was before you found out...
Let's not go there. Todd, the baby, Michael, Marcy, it's such a tragic situation, please. No, the reason that I called you over here is because... Please sit down, thank you. I want to enlist your services as a private investigator.
Okay. What do you need me to do?
I want you to find Langston Wilde's parents.
Like, you have nothing better to do.
I know, right? An 8-page thesis over the weekend?
It's total BS.
Wait, everybody told me drama check was going to be tough, but that's ridiculous. Anyway, let me take a break. Are you hungry? We have cold cuts and pizza in the fridge.
Maybe.
I'll go check.
Hey, wait.
No more fights, okay?
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to get on your case about your parents. It's my mom. She's probably just checking on me.
Take it. I'll go get us something to eat.
Hey!
Hey, bad time?
No, I wasn't expecting anyone.
I got a problem and I need your help.
Dr. McBain, when did you find out that Tommy was Todd Manning's biological son? Did you know the truth and conceal it?
So this girl's parents, they're not around much, is that what you're saying?
Oh, no, they're not around at all. She seems to know where they are, but she's deliberately vague about it.
Langston, she's the girl with the multicolored hair, right?
Not anymore, thank goodness. But she's a lovely girl. She's Star's best friend. She spends an awful lot of time here, but there's never a word from her parents. The night before the first day of school, she slept here. She said her parents were away working.
But you didn't believe her?
They're with some organization that does good works. But they leave their teenage daughter alone for weeks, maybe even months, while they're out saving the world.
Maybe they're CIA or something.
They're neglectful parents. And as soon as you find them, I'm going to set them straight.
Mom, can you just relax? I don't know, like a couple of hours, okay? Look, I don't have a lot of homework, so just chill. All right, I love you too. Bye.
What are you doing?
Sit
there you are, George.
Wait a minute, this is George? But his name is Sean.
Yes, but his middle name is George. Sean George. Like Sean John without the empire.
I thought your middle name was Anthony.
Yeah, I call him George. It's like a thing between us. I had a bad experience with the Sean once, and so every time I said his name, I was like, ugh. Like, just George, you know?
But I know Sean. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Tell you what, son?
Wait a second, you don't know what's going on here either?
I'm afraid not.
Talia was just nervous to let people know what was going on because, she's a cop and he's a bodyguard, so it's just...
Sean, are you dating Talia?
George, you're so right. We shouldn't have kept this a secret. So yeah, we are, dating together.
Am I allowed to speak here? Sorry? Yeah, right. No way. Apology not forthcoming.
You are one sore loser, Vega.
Wrong again, but I tell you what, I will eat my boxing gloves if Timberland so much as drives by this place. Let alone plays here tomorrow night because you made some phone calls.
You think I'm lying?
Through your teeth.
So everything's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Michael and Marcy are in family court, so I get to spend some time with my favorite nephew.
How are they doing? Have you heard anything?
No, not yet. Hey, look, the reason why I'm here is, Tommy and I were having some dinner tonight, and afterwards he wanted some dessert, but all I had was this box of raisins, I know, dinner wasn't very good, but I took a big handful of the raisins, and I was just about to give them to him, and suddenly
You... what?
Am I supposed to give, a kid this age raisins? I mean, I thought I read something where you're not supposed to do something like that. So I thought, maybe we should talk to somebody who actually raised a kid beyond the age of 3 without choking on raisins.
So you're here for a raisin consult?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You could have just picked up the phone.
Yeah, I guess I could have.
Well, I figured that eventually Tommy would want to find out who his birth parents were. I mean, who wouldn't, But the first time he fell asleep in my arms, I knew he was exactly where he was supposed to be. I knew that Marcy and I were his mom and dad, and that nothing could change that. Not even biology.
You haven't answered my question, Dr. McBain. When did you learn that Todd Manning was Tommy's biological father?
Tommy's father is Todd Manning.
I found out when everybody else did. Here in court, Mr. Manning escaped from custody, burst in, announced it, and demanded my son.
Dr. McBain, I'm going to ask you to try to see this from Mr. Manning's perspective. How would you feel if you found out that your child, the son you'd been told was dead, was actually alive and living with another family? Would you not do everything in your power to try to gain custody of that child and put him where he belongs, with his birth father who loves him and never agreed to give him up in the first place?
What's the matter with you?
I'm just looking at pictures. Why are you freaking out?
Because I don't want you fooling through my life 24/7. I mean, didn't we just establish that?
Well, yeah, but
you pretend to understand when you just don't.
yes, I do. You're my girlfriend. Is it so crazy that I want to meet your parents or at least just see what they look like? I feel bad for you all alone in this huge house with just all these photos.
Don't, okay?
Aren't you lonely?
So what if I am, all right? They're not here. My parents are not here. What the hell am I supposed to do about it? You want me to...
I'm so sorry.
So the bottom line is, you want to tell these people off if I find them?
Well, of course you're going to find them. You're not totally inept. Why are you looking at me that way?
I'm wondering if you're getting yourself involved in something once again that is not your business.
Of course it's my business. It's my business because I choose to make it so. Because I care. I'm not going to apologize for it. And I feel that as a parent myself, it is my responsibility to find that girl's parents and get to the bottom of this.
Okay. I get it. So, I'm assuming you've already talked to Langston about her folks while they're not around.
Yes, of course I've asked her, but she's always very evasive and she makes excuses for them. She says, oh, they've left a housekeeper to look after her.
But you don't think that's true?
My gut feeling is the kid is hiding something. So I need you to find Mr. and Mrs. Wilde in a way that doesn't seem like a gross invasion of their privacy. I need subtlety and discretion here. Do you think you can accomplish that?
I can. It's not the issue.
Oh? And what is that supposed to mean?
I'm not sure I want the job.
That is a talent.
What?
The way you talked Tommy into taking a nap. I mean, if that would have been me, it would have been like his father, and instead awake just to spite me.
You have to wait till they're ready.
Well, how the hell do you know that?
Just pull on their ear, rub their eyes. Trust me, he was ready. Did you see him? His eyes were closed before we even put him down.
Yeah, well, that must have been all the running around with scissors over at my apartment.
That could have been it. Yeah. You two are really cute together.
Yeah, I like to think of us as being on the same intellectual level. We really see eye to eye. Till I deny him raisins, and then I'd run the risk of him going postal on me.
Well, you did the right thing. You know what the books say? They say you shouldn't give raisins to children under 4, or they might choke on them.
Oh, no, I can't believe I actually made a good decision. I usually have enough trouble just trying to feed myself.
So, that's why you came by, for some fabulous babysitting advice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you sure it wasn't about that?
Yeah, that too.
That too.
I'm not in a position to understand what Mr. Manning is or isn't going through.
Well, let me be more specific, Dr. McBain. How would you feel if you found out that you had a biological son? Would you do everything in your power to gain custody of that child? Your child.
If I found myself in that situation, I guess I would have to consider what was best for my son. I would look at the life he had with his adopted parents, and I would make my decision based on what was in the best interest of my child, not my own. Mr. Manning isn't doing that.
Wait, that's not true. The hell I am not doing that, Your Honor. The best thing for my son is for me to fight for him.
Sit down,
How do you think
Mr.
my son would
Manning.
feel? How do you think my son would feel if he found out I wasn't doing everything I could?
Be quiet, Mr. Manning, or I'll have you removed. Continue, Dr. McBain.
Thank you, Your Honor. I believe that's what being a good parent is all about. Sacrificing anything and everything for the welfare of your child. To lay claim to a child simply because you share DNA, that doesn't make you a father. Loving a child as much as I love Tommy, that does. That's my defense. That's my only defense. It's the reason that I am asking this court to allow myself and my wife to raise our son. He's my boy, Your Honor. He's my boy.
You are going to feel so stupid when Timberland turns up here. You are going to want to crawl into a hole. Great. So not only do you accuse me of lying, but now you're ignoring me? Talk to me, Christian.
What do you want me to say, Sarah? I'm glad you have such cool imaginary friends.
Haha. You're hilarious.
No, I think you're the funny one here. Come on, trying to convince me you have one of the hottest performers around coming and playing a gig here. What do you expect from me? Get 1,000 people in this place to see Timberland and then have the Lambview High marching band playing instead?
Hey, it's Sarah. Hey, look, I'm here at Capricorn with my boss, and I'm wondering if you could tell him what you told me an hour ago. Just humor me. Oh, great, I'll put him right on. No name. You can call him Ingrate.
You all talking about me like I'm not even hit. I'm really uncomfortable with that.
Sorry, Sean, George.
Would you let me talk? Look, I have no idea what I've walked into. All right? But all I know is that this is one fine woman. Any man would say so, whether his name is Sean or George or Diddy. And I am damn proud to call you my girlfriend.
Keep doing that. Kissing you. I'm not usually so bold.
That's any consolation. I don't seem to mind.
No, it just surprises me. It's been a long time since I've had the impulse to kiss anyone.
You know, maybe we don't need to talk about it. You know, I think maybe we should just go forward.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
Maybe we should check on Tommy. Well, he's a vocal little guy, you know. If he was awake, he'd let us know, wouldn't he?
Oh, absolutely. When Cole was that age, oh my God, when he would wake up, he wanted attention right then, demanded it. You know, Patrick, he was saying that we should let him have his time alone, and I couldn't do it. I just had to run in there. I couldn't let him cry, and I'm sitting here talking about Patrick. I'm sorry, does that bother you?
Why would it? He's part of who you are. You know, the people I've been with, they're a big reason, you know, why I am what I am today, you know, the good and the bad.
Well, they must have been some amazing people. Because I really like who you are.
I have no further questions.
You may step down, Dr. McBain.
I would like to call the child's mother, Marcy McBain.
Raise your right hand. Do you, Marcy McBain, swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
I have no questions, Mrs. McBain. I would just like to ask you to please tell the court why you should remain Tommy's legal guardian.
Because he's my son. And I would die for him, Your Honor. And I think I would die without him.
You sure we're not in the way?
No, not at all. This is really nice. I mean, unless you need to get him back to your place, or Michael and Marcy pick him up there?
Yeah, but no, they'll call first.
I can't even imagine what they might be feeling right now.
I suppose it depends on how it goes.
They're lucky to have you to look after him.
Well, I got nothing but time right now. I think my brother feels better, you know, leaving Tommy with me than, you know, a sitter.
Do you think if Todd doesn't get his way, that he'll do something drastic?
I guess there isn't much Manning wouldn't do.
I don't mean to sound dramatic, Your Honor, but it's the truth. My son, our son, is our life. Our every waking moment is spent thinking of ways to keep him safe and happy, and you know, that doesn't make us special. It's what every good parent does. Like Michael said, once Tommy was home with us, he was ours. You know, in every way that matters, Your Honor. He's as much a part of our hearts and our lives as if I had given birth to him. I am sorry. Todd, I am very sorry that circumstances took Tommy away from you. But I am not sorry that those same circumstances brought him to us. Not for 1 second, because he has given our life meaning and purpose. And no matter how much anybody else says that they could love my child, no one in this world could love Tommy as much as Michael and I do. No other mother would ever know what I know about Tommy. What I have learned from watching him grow, teaching him to walk and to talk, all the basics. Your Honor, all I want in life is to see him grow up and to see the kind of man that he will become, just like his dad. So please, please don't take this life from our life, Your Honor. Just please let us keep our little boy. Please.
Mrs. McBain, do you really think your life will end if your son was returned to his birth father? You and your husband can always adopt again?
Don't you dare stand there and suggest to me that we adopt again. Tommy is precious, and he is irreplaceable. And whether or not we can adopt again, if we could adopt 20 children, it would not lessen the pain of losing my son.
No further questions?
You may step down, Mrs. McBain.
Thank you, Your Honor. If you love your son the way that you say you do, then you would not want to take him away from the only family he's ever known.
So, Michelle now?
Do you get over it in 2 seconds when you're upset?
No, I don't.
How would you like it if everybody thought that there was something wrong with your family? Wouldn't that piss you off just a little bit?
Yeah, it would.
You and everybody else think it's perfectly fine to make all these assumptions.
Look, when I ask you questions about your parents, it's not because I'm judging them. It's because I'm worried about you, all right? And I can't just turn that off.
You're worried about me?
Yeah. Wait, is that weird?
No, it's sweet. Don't worry, I won't let it get out there and ruin your rep or anything.
I don't care about my rep. Right? Not when it comes to you. You mean so much to me.
You mean a lot to me, too. It must taste like chips.
Maybe I like chips.
Rex, are you refusing to help me because of our past history or just simply because I'm Adriana's mother?
Neither. I just think that you going out of your way to hire a PI makes me feel that you think that they're missing, and I don't feel that they are missing.
They do not need to be missing in order to be doing terrible damage to their daughter. And I'm not going to let that happen to Langston on my watch.
Fine.
This is a case of child abandonment, and I'm not going to stand by and do nothing. And if you won't help me, I will find somebody else who will.
No, don't. I'll do it, okay? I'll help you find Langston's parents.
Marvelous. Now then, here's what I want you to do first.
Well, it's not what I expected. But you guys seem happy, and that's all that matters.
Oh, for sure. It's like a little bit of heaven. Right, baby?
Yes, it's swell. Yes.
And you know what really turns me on? Is when my girl here calls me George. I never had a pet name before. It just kills me.
Yeah, I bet. Well, I'm happy for you guys. Talia deserves to be happy. I'm gonna go check in with my brother.
Okay, bye. What was that? Why did you kiss me? And why did we just play that ridiculous game? What am I, 12? You're welcome. For what? I just made a complete fool out of myself and Antonio saw right through it. How did I get myself into this mess?
What was I supposed to do? You totally set me up.
No, it's not your fault. It's my fault. It's completely my fault. It's my fault. No, it's my fault.
Definitely.
Thank you.
I'm just trying to agree with you, sweetheart.
Excuse us for a moment. Lame. I'm pathetic. I am. That's what I am. And now Antonio thinks so too. He's not. Come on, Layla. You know Sean's not George. Even if George was his middle name, why would I call him that unless I was an idiot? But I am an idiot, so never mind. Would you just calm down for a moment, please? Look, I just humiliated myself in front of my boss, okay? And whatever respect he had for me is now completely out the window. Listen, he came to me and asked me for help. And I'm sorry that the plan wasn't perfect. But it's not like you had a better idea. I made a mistake. Now, you know what? This whole thing is a mistake. It's pointless. I disagree. Even if Antonio doesn't buy the whole Sean George thing, doesn't mean he's not jealous. Pretty sure the only thing Antonio feels is relief that I won't be hitting on him.
How do I know that was really Timberland's manager on the phone?
You think I hired an actor?
Did you?
It just so happens that I know a guy who knows the guy who knows that guy who was a big fan of Midnight Logic way back when and agreed to have Timberland stop here on his way down from Philly.
Sounds legit to me, Chris.
Yeah, right. I believe it when I see it.
Oh my God, please tell me I did not hear wrong. Please tell me that Timberland is playing here tomorrow night and someone's not fooling with me.
They're not. It's true.
That is so great!
Hey, sounds like you got an overqualified waitress working for you, bro.
Your Honor, a lot of mud has been slung today in this court. Most of it against my client. But nothing changes the fact that the law is on his side. Todd Manning is Tommy McBain's birth father, and he has been denied access to that child through circumstances beyond his control. Your Honor, it is now within the power of this court to reunite him with the son he loves and wants desperately. Mr. Manning is grateful to the McBains for their stewardship of the child in question, and he is sympathetic to the loss this will be for them. But the simple truth is, Tommy is a Manning, not a McBain. He belongs with his father. A father who has more than demonstrated his commitment to making his child an integral part
of a very devoted, very loving family. Thank you.
Your Honor, Michael and Marcy McBain have been much more than stewards through the first year of Tommy's life. They've raised him as their son. They've not just fed and bathed him, comforted him, sung to him, laughed with him, rejoiced in his growth and development. They've planned a future for him with them. They did not do this deceitfully or underhandedly. It was neither illegal nor unethical, because as far as they knew, the adoption of their son was 100% legal, final, and unequivocal. So, Your Honor, I sincerely hope that you will make your decision in this case based on what is in the child's best interest, regardless of biology. Todd Manning may share Tommy's DNA, but he does not share the same heart. We have proven that Todd Manning is an unfit parent. I don't think I need to go over the long list of his crimes to make the point that he is simply not equipped to offer that little boy the stability and guidance and consistency that he deserves. So we urge you to keep Tommy where he belongs, in a safe and loving home, his home, with his parents, Michael and Marcy McBain.
No, I'll get it. It could be my parents. Hey, you guys. Yeah, I'm home now. With a friend. What? The connection's kind of bad. Yeah, it's good to hear your voices, too. I missed you too, Dad. Bye.
And once you've zeroed in on this charitable organization that her parents supposedly work for...
I need to find out if what Langston said is true, that they're unreachable by phone.
Yes, and make sure that they really are getting in touch with her as often as she says they are. But most importantly, I need you to get a telephone number where they can be reached.
So you can confront them.
What they are doing is totally unacceptable. You cannot leave a teenage girl alone for heavens knows how long. It's just not right.
I'll do what I can.
Wonderful. It's so good to be working with you again, and I'm sure that this time it is going to turn out for the good.
Let's hope.
Say what you want about him. He loves those blocks.
The future architect.
Actually, they should have called by now.
Well, you know, maybe no news is good news.
Thanks for letting us come by. Tommy and me in that little apartment of mine is kind of like a steel cage death match.
Well, I'm really glad you did come by. I'm getting kind of attached to the little guy.
Me too. The idea that he could end up with Manning.
Like you can't think about it. You have to have faith that he'll end up with your brother and Marcy where he belongs.
Keep the faith. Yeah, that's a good one.
I will take all the testimony I've heard under advisement. In the meantime, the child in question, Thomas John McBain, is to remain with Marcy and Michael McBain. I will contact both attorneys when I've reached my decision. Court is adjourned.
All rise.
Judy, listen, I want to thank you for everything you've done.
I'm optimistic. You should be too.
Couldn't have gone much worse, could it? Problems you've had in the past were damning, no doubt.
But Star was great. It's got to count for something.
We'll have to wait and see. I'll be in touch.
Let's go home. To our son.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
Hello, ma'am. I'm here to check your cable.
What exactly are we doing? I heard Rex talking to Michael. What?
Get your hands off my son.
Watch weekdays on ABC, weeknights on